Yes? I have to be honest. I didn't foresee this kind of complication. I thought we'd swoop in, rescue Ace, burn everything, and then leave. The end. I don't really care about slaves, and children annoy me. Still, they are pretty pathetic. I'd hate to think they'd fall prey to wild dogs. It's all piss in the wind, though. They can't come with us, at least not if they want to live. We're going back through the Ghoul Express, remember? It's a crying shame, but these kiddos need to pull themselves up by their bootstraps and exercise a little ingenuity and can-do attitude. It's not remotely practical. We'll have to move slowly and, well, there might be a way, but it's a Hail Mary, a contingency plan. There's a private airstrip not far from Freddy's. There might be derelict aircraft there, but I doubt they'd be airworthy. Fuel, spare parts, time to make repairs? Doubt we'll have any of that. No, it's crazy. We stick to the plan. Sorry, slaves. I won't lie. I've thought about it every single day. Flying with Ace. All we need to do is get across the river. A quick little jaunt. Maybe. I'll grab a barrel of ethanol from the workshop. Didn't burn it all, fortunately. It ain't JP8, but maybe we can church it up to be close. My records show that this was some kind of ritzy hideaway, so no guarantees on spare parts either. We have to try, though. Flying alongside Ace Yablansky. I can't wait. Let's go.
Legion never cleared this place of wildlife. It was on their to-do list, but they had other priorities. Weather didn't help either.
We could rule out any Legion presence, apparently. Let me burn him to be sure.
I'm pretty sure he's already dead. Knock yourself out. Y'all seem to forget that there are worse things than the Legion around. Stay frosty.
Legion are neutralized, and more importantly, We have an airplane. Once we're done scouting, I'll help Ace get it operational.
That's not a plane. It's a coffin. If by some miracle we get that in, take off the ground, it'll take another miracle to get it to Vegas intact. Y'all can keep scouting while I work on this rust bucket. If I hear screaming, I'll just assume you're all dead and ripped to hell by God knows what. Oh, and is that alcohol? Don't mind if I do. Legion is worse than a Baptist preacher when it comes to the good stuff. I will partake. Goddamn sand. Oh, fuck this shit. What am I doing? Out here in a fucking sandstorm, working with a robot and a degenerate fucking drifter from God knows where, just to help these stupid savage animals get out of here. God, what's the name of that fucking whore? I'd give a fucking testicle just to fucking have her. Right here, I'd fucking do it in the dirt. I don't give a fuck. Right here, we get that sandy friction. Oh, God. What was her name? Fucking Leaf something. Tobacco Leaf. She was the one. She had the long tongue. She just tongue punched me. Make me squeal like a fucking pig. I never did that for anybody else. Oh, God, I'd be wrapped up in the sand. We'd be sweating. Turn it into just a giant, muddy mush pit of sex and anal butt play. Oh, God, I want you so much, Leaf. Come back to me, Leaf. I miss you. Oh, I hope this fucking plane crashes and kills us all. I just want to hear them fucking scream. And Robot with his little fucking motor and his optimistic bullshit about the past. I want to see us all just fucking explode. I want to live those last fucking moments. Everybody's pissing and shitting themselves and screeching. And I'm just gonna be saying right on the fucking Valhalla, baby. Take me right fucking there. I'll ride Thor's hammer straight up to the fucking mountaintop, motherfuckers. God, let it in.
This is what happens when you undercook an omelet. Amateurs. Hold on. You see that blood trail? Might be a survivor. Doesn't take a master sleuth to figure this one out. Legion sent in a team of hunters to clear out the death claws. They missed one. A big one. Way I see it, we have two ways to go about doing this. We can walk into their nest like dumbasses and get bushwhacked, or we could set a trap for this fucker. Let's prop a few Legion boys up, place some explosives, and then we'll sell it. Make it seem real. I'll help. It's simple. We stage those dead assholes from the campsite around a new campfire, make it seem real. I'll remotely broadcast a conversation. Hell, I can even give them a shot of electricity from afar. Make it believable. They'll be waving and jabbering. Get that Deathclaw good pissed. He thinks it's time for dessert, but instead he'll get a C4 sandwich. Here, I had these stashed away for a special occasion. I have my own things, thank you very much. I love the touch of C4. While you're asleep, I like to play with it. Form various shapes. It's therapeutic. I just love to roll it into little balls and fondle them repeatedly while I think about burning an entire city of dogs. Denver. I wish. I'd stage a radio and broadcast from it. I have that capability. Don't believe me? Stand by, you'll see. Stewart made some upgrades to my EW package. Fucking skeptic. Oh, and as for the conversation? Sail away, fucknuts. Let's go suck on Caesar's shriveled dick. Blah, blah, Latin, Latin, the end. Shit, I'll sprinkle in some Shakespeare. What a terrible era in which idiots govern the blind. Appropriate. That Deathclaw will be mesmerized. Yes, I helped Stewart do it once, with some minor variations. Look, it's a Deathclaw, not Sir Isaac fucking Newton. It's probably sitting in a cave, picking its teeth with Legion bones, and jerking off to lizard calendars. Don't overthink this. I've seen this bullshit a dozen times. People screech, "It's so smart, how is it picking us apart?" Because you're panicking, you dumb fuck apes. A shrewd leader heeds the advice of his subordinates. I promise, you won't be disappointed. Let's go make some magic. Beautiful. I'm the next McComber. Good time to set explosives. When you're ready, we'll start the show from cover. Yes? Okay, it's been a while. Let's make sure this works. Okay, we're live. Salve, amicus. This has been a truly successful hunt. Surely Mars will smile on our success. True to Kaiser. Your turn. Improv. Right you are, amicus. I think back fondly on our great hunt of the feral canines. Oh, they burned so brightly, with howls heard for miles. Nothing so delicious as deathclaw eggs. I hear a lot of timid chatter about these beasts, but frankly, I found them underwhelming. I like mine scrambled and served with peppers, steak, and hot sauce. How do you take your deathclaw eggs, amicus? We are of one mind, then. Small wonder we made short work of these simple creatures. Soon we'll make them extinct. It's the will of Kaiser. Curtains, here he comes. Pop goes the lizard. By God, this calls for a toast. Let's see if Ace is ready to fly.
Lay it on me, doll. I was deeply attracted to Caesar's vision. A true believer. Is that what you want to hear? Look, I know what the Legion is. Seen it before. Crackpots and skirts running around in this burned up shell of a world. But they were honest crackpots at least. Clear goals, fair dealers. Come to me and ask for my help building infrastructure. Offer food, security, and women in exchange. Why in the blue hell would I say no? What about it? I saw far worse than that. There were some dark years. Dark. Shit I couldn't have dreamed up in a black nightmare. Most of them are tribals anyway. If you'd seen what they did to each other back then, what they tried to do to me, fuck 'em. You think I survived by being charitable? Trusting in my fellow man? We're just jumped up apes clawing for a higher spot in the tree. Every nation is built on blood. Free, slave, it makes no difference. Legion embrace that truth. Doesn't matter now, though. You understand, what's the word? Anathema to them now, right? They'll investigate and pin it on the zombie. I'm a good scapegoat. Besides, Bubo was my ticket to a better life. A patron, as the Legion says. When he died, I lost my protection. Crying shame. For better or worse, I gotta try my luck somewhere else now. Might be for the best. I was getting soft back there. Fuck 'em, they're savages. And if they had any character or guts, the Legion would have absorbed them into their ranks. Men, that is. The women are rightfully put aside for breeding, or to dance around as weird priestesses. Equality is a luxury we can't afford. Again, hard truths. You can scoff and sneer all you want, but we're on our own down here. God cooked this world and fiddled like Nero. Survival is all that matters. That might be the stupidest word in the English language. Not much gets under my... well, not much bothers me, besides that word. Bullshit out of fairy tales and Madison Avenue, nothing else. Flying? I did it because I liked it. And nothing beats fighting in the air. Every time I sent a hostile to Chinese heaven, I got a rush that could beat 100 lays with Vera keys. It wasn't heroism. It was addiction. Helping people, that died with my family. With the Legion, I just wanted to be useful again. To build something that would last. Maybe if you'd seen what I've seen, lived the lives I have, you would understand. But you never will. Muscle memory, nothing more. There's always unintended consequences, too. They're liable to end up raiders, cannibalizing caravans. Seen it happen. Sure, my heart tells me it was good. My brain, the brain scarred with blood, misery, and hunger, it tells my heart to go fuck itself. You already know the answer. I spent 200 years burying that part of myself. Seeing hope in their eyes was haunting. Even after all I've done to them. They still believed I could help them. I don't understand it, but I felt it. Maybe it can be different. We'll talk later. Got work to do. He's not a person, and don't you ever forget it. Whatever he says, whatever he does, he's just a jumble of metal, wires, and code. A weapon. Whatever happens here, you remember something. Don't trust him. I remember what they did in the war. The machines. That model, General LeMay. Pretty sure he fried Chinese POWs en masse. Men should kill men, not machines. It goes against nature. When they come after us, it'll most likely be Crabro's boys out of Grasshopper Junction. He'll send Tullius Sagita, his best tracker. They'll be light, fast-moving. Expect a few dozen explorers or lightly armed veterans. Won't take them long, I reckon. Centurion who oversees Chloride and Grasshopper Junction had a serious rivalry with Bubo. He'd love nothing more than to put me in chains. He knows I'm too valuable to kill, but he'd be more than happy to keep me in bondage as his pet engineer. He'll murder all of you without blinking. He and Bubo were two of Melis's favorites. Melis is the legate out of Kingman. Quite possibly the hardest screw to ever turn in the Legion. Crabro's right-hand man, and the second best sniper in the Legion. Very, very dangerous. There's a reason slaves don't attempt escape. Keeps a pack of man-eating hounds that he uses to track escaped slaves. Biggest one is called Medusa. Baddest bitch in the Legion. Ever heard of Firebase Zulu? Legion calls it Mons Victoria, Mount Victory. They had a sniper who helped make that possible, called Gallus. Reputed to have over 100 NCR kills. Probably twice that in tribals and raiders. Marcellus's Needle is what they call him. Thankfully, he's nowhere near this theater. Way down south in that clusterfuck of a tribal war around Parker Dam. Anything for you, baby. Lay it on me, doll. I need spare parts. Compressor blades, fuel pumps, spark plugs, wiring, anything you can find. This will be one jury-rigged son of a bitch. I imagine it's going to be slim pickings, but see what you can find. I started in maintenance, so I can do a lot with duct tape and elbow grease. They're over by the campsite, chowing down on legionaries. Bon appetit. I didn't stutter. What, you thought they were all noble savages? Just yearning to breathe free? Grow up, Cupcake. They're animals. Make sure you don't trip and fall on the way back. They'll pounce on you like a wounded deer. Carve you up faster than you can say vegetarian. We're all going to die. Even if we get this rusty bitch off the ground, it will take the hand of God to get us there in one piece. I'm fine with it, honestly. Always reckoned I'd die in an aircraft. Beats wasting away in some shack or getting eaten by wild animals. Just my opinion. Let's get this straight. I wasn't pretty good. Satisfactory or okay. I'm the greatest pilot who ever lived. The Red Baron don't have shit on me. I shot down 7 Chinese fighters in one day. Broke the speed and altitude records. Laughed while I pulled enough cheese to break Christ in half. Nobody, and I mean nobody, can match me behind a stick. You keep delivering mail, and I'll stick to flying, okay? Just do your part. I'll be ready to eat vitamin G when the time comes.
Well, shit. You'd think these bumpkins could have had the good sense to store giant, greasy aircraft parts in their homes. Let's try the garage. Historical figures I'd like to burn. Not Chairman Mao. No, I'd chain that fat slob to a wall and cook Peking duck in front of him while he starved. Useless. Positively useless. Not a single part. It's a Hail Mary, but we can try the house over there. Scan to cellar. Might be something there. override fishbowl.
Welcome to Zulu Site 21. Unauthorized access is not permitted. Stand by. Scanning. Credentials not recognized. Authenticate credentials or you'll be subject to summary judgment. Credentials recognized. This facility is at your disposal. I am the chief caretaker. I conduct preventative maintenance, checks, and services on all our equipment. I am proud to report there are no faults at this time. All our slides are green. General LeMay. Zulu Site 21 is a supply depot that doubles as an emergency aircraft service center. It hosts strategic reserves of critical components. This facility also hosts an experimental weather system that aids in concealing the airstrip and bunker. It is currently operating at 95% efficiency. We have a small armory, but our primary mission is to maintain the most crucial link in the supply chain: lubricants. Oil, grease, transmission fluid, petroleum jelly, gel lubricants, anything and everything that reduces friction. Note the fluid-free movement of my joints. Hear any squeaking or grinding? No, that's because I use lubricants every day. So should you. Only myself and a handful of maintainers. This is just a small supply depot with temporary quarters for air crews. Which airframe? We have reserves for all military models, but most are reserved for our vertibird. Yes, we have an operational craft in our hangar. General LeMay is licensed and qualified to operate this craft. You may utilize it if the mission dictates, but you'll have to sign a hand receipt. To the left and down the stairs, go past the reactor and take a right. Can't miss it. The facility is at your disposal.
Carry on, Private.
Protect and serve.
That reactor is a modified PWR. Clean, efficient, and it can be modified to trigger a catastrophic explosion, if someone were so inclined.
Move along, please. Protect and serve.
Hoppin' jalapeno shark tits. A Model F. In good condition. This puppy is our ticket to Vegas. We're gonna ride in style. Oh, it'll work. We'll be back at Nellis faster than you can say Caesar's sweaty tits. I've logged over 100 hours in this model. I'll have to strip out weapons and some of the comms to accommodate all the passengers, but it'll buff. I've made do in much worse circumstances. Did something similar to the B-29s when we firebombed Tokyo. Ask me later, I'll tell you all about it. Can I fly it? Can I fly it? Rotary wing is my specialty. Pilot, gunner, crew chief. I did it all in Alaska. Can I fly it? What now? I'm gonna get this puppy prepped. Shouldn't take more than a few hours. There's a helipad on the White Building. I'll meet you there.
agent is coming. Picked it up on the radio chatter out of Grasshopper Junction. A contubernium or two. Veterans. I went ahead and moved the slaves inside. There's only one entry point. The Southeast Canyon. You have time to set up an ambush. I'll keep monitoring the radio chatter and keep the slaves calm. Any questions? The only way that plane gets off the ground is if the prophet Elijah descends on a chariot of fire and magic drags it back to Nevada. This weather isn't helping either. Even if it were in good condition, we couldn't fly in this sandy bowl of shit. I'll let you in on a little secret. Every one of my pistol quals were pencil whipped. I do my fighting in the air. Better for everyone involved. This has got to be the weirdest day of my life. You know what? Fuck it. Let's ride. Don't have as much time in rotary wing, but I can do it in a pinch. Never thought I'd say this, but God bless the Enclave. Might want to double-check the corpses and buildings for explosives before you get set up. Take your time. Fast. Good luck.
Did I miss the fight? Damn it, I always miss the fun stuff. Can I burn the corpses just to be sure? Never mind, we don't have time. Vertibird is ready to go. Ace is keeping watch over your precious slaves. We really need to go. Immediately. Before takeoff, I may have altered the reactor in that bunker. Minor tweaks for efficiency. I initiated a failed deadly shutdown that will trigger a minor explosion. Nothing major, just a few kilotons. In the absence of orders, a good leader takes initiative. That's what I did. I saw a means to hurt the Legion, so I pounced. I stand by this decision. If you don't like it, send a letter to the Ashes of the Pentagon, because I don't apologize for winning. Let's go.
Y'all done holding hands with the Legion? Slaves are loaded up and ready to go. We need to get airborne. Yesterday. I'll be damned if you didn't pull this off. For the first time in a long, long while, I'm starting to feel like a good guy. Almost gives me...
Selway, thank you for giving me Bubo's pet. Insolent mutants have no place in our society, even those with minor skills. To think that he threw it all away for a handful of slaves, and the likes of you. I never thought he'd stoop so low. My girls are hungry. They can dine on every piece of you, save the head. That goes to my patron. They'll make me a Quinturian for this. Stay away from my girls, you wretched machine.
Yes?
What are you doing? Hey, anything going on?
Yes? Now he's dead. Let's get out of here. Death, be not proud, though some have called thee mighty and dreadful. Truly, death will never... Ah, Nellis Air Force Base, home of the Thunderbirds. Blue Angels, second rate. Squids with wings, an abomination. Standing by for orders. Now Ace is finally at rest. We've lost a national treasure, but it wasn't all for naught. Let's guide these lost souls to freedom. Ace sacrificed himself so that these people could be free. That's a very American way to go out, in my opinion. What do you think? He had his share of foibles, may have strayed for a bit, but in the end, he remained true to the guiding principles of America. We will never see his like again. Now let's go burn some dogs.
What's up?